paranormal. It surrounds us. It's everywhere. Tonight, you will hear from the people who live and work within these highly active locations, all in the efforts to discover America's most haunted. With your host, ghost hunter and author, Dan Terry.
Good evening, boys and ghouls. I am Dan Terry, your ghost host with the most haunted. And we're going somewhere new tonight. I'm taking us to outside of Detroit, Michigan. And I don't know much about the area. I know economically it's in pretty poor shape because of the car industry going down and so much of it moving to non-union states. Other than that, I don't know much about it to talk about, but I'm going to be talking to some ladies here who are the founders of Paranormal Phenomena Investigations. It was formed in 2019. We will be talking to Janet Ramsey, one of the founders, and her team. Carol Wright, which is her sister, her daughter Whitney, and her friend Cassie Smith. They are the team, and three of them are here tonight. We're going to be discussing some of the amazing things they've done, including the Lizzie Borden House, Gettysburg, and God knows we all want to go there, and if I'm pronouncing it right, Eloise Asylum. I've been to two asylums. That one I haven't been to yet, but they never fail to keep you going. So without any further ado, let's bring up PPI. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Now, y'all hear a mysterious ghostly voice in the background. That's not a ghost. I think she's got nosebleeds from a spirit, maybe demonic, I'm not sure, or maybe nervousness. It could be anything. I don't know. But she'll be back on when her nose stops bleeding, and I think that's probably for the best. So,
it's a thing with her.
Say again?
It's a thing with her.
Well, Janet, tell us about starting PPI back in 2019. Was you with other teams before that?
No, we weren't with any other teams before that.
Cassie was.
Well, yeah, Cassie was.
About maybe 8-10 years before that.
But yeah, there was quite a while before.
Okay.
But first off, I want to say it's Phenomena Paranormal Investigators.
All right. Okay. I wrote it down wrong. So I'll try and remember that. You keep reminding me.
Got the PPI right.
Yeah.
Just think phenomena. Do.
I used to have that rolling in my head too. So
but now you're going to have it again.
All right,
I don't know. We all had our experiences.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just the right time. The kids were grown up.
Yep. All our kids were grown.
And decided to try it.
It was always something that interested us.
Yes.
But you didn't have the time because you got kids and
Yep.
Kids.
Exactly.
Damn kids.
Yeah. Carol's husband bought her
a
ghost meter.
So I just wanted to go ghost hunting with Janet because I knew we both trusted. So that's what kind of did it.
Yep. And then he got the ghost meter, and we were booked our first Parafest at the old Dundee Mill. And I don't know, we went there and we just loved it.
Yeah.
We want to do this.
The people, everything was appealing.
It was great.
Okay.
So we decided we would start with a spooky road trip, which ended up turning into a 9-day road trip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with people way too close to you.
Oh, yes.
Well, tell us about the road
trip. It was great, though. We went to the Lizzie Borden house. That's when we went there.
The anniversary of the murders.
Yes, on the anniversary of the murders. So we got to watch a reenactment. Actually, you go there and you're reporters outside waiting to get in and talk to people and stuff. Then they finally come get you and you go in and the bodies are still in there and the doctors. And so you get to interview them.
Okay.
And Lizzie's there, so you get to interview her, and it was a really fun time.
But did you get to investigate the house?
Yes, then we stayed the night there.
What
And, we caught things.
Yes, we did.
I wouldn't call it was really spooky or anything, but no.
Okay.
Did you see Aunt Cassie running up the
No,
stairs?
yeah, they ran at one point.
Well, no, I was speaking with my daughter when she was going to bed and everything. We were just chatting, and we were in what would have been Andrew and Abby's Borden's bedroom.
Okay.
And out of what used to be a closet area where Mr. Borden would dress, it's now a bathroom. I saw like a dusty colored orb out of the corner of my eye come out of there into the room. Unfortunately, again, I was just on the phone with my kid, so I didn't get it. But yeah, that was
Okay.
I believe it was Mr. Borden.
Sleeping and the thing kept turning off.
Yeah, we did actually get a video of
We got a video, yeah.
a strange orb while they were sleeping
Okay.
because they left the camera on for a while.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Lizzie Borden house, what else did you get?
That was also when we went to Gettysburg.
Okay.
Oh, we went to Salem next.
Yeah, we went to Salem, stayed at the haunted Hawthorne Hotel, which we captured.
Here too.
Yeah, we captured some type of misty orb thing. I don't know what it is, but
Investigating.
no, we weren't. We were sitting around looking at pictures we had taken earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And then Carol actually spotted it with her eye.
And then I looked into the camera because it was late. We were tired. Jada was going through some videos. I was going through pictures, and the other two were asleep. And I just caught it with my eye, and then looked to the camera, and I'm like, oh my god! I didn't even know what to do. And I forgot my phone was also on camera. So by the time I remembered to take a picture,
Not you did get
I did get it, but it's fleeting. It wasn't the big ball that I saw initially.
Okay.
But it was with my own eyes. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we? Oh, we went
to Sleepy Hollow.
We went to Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, it's in New York, so what'd you find there?
We didn't really get to investigate much there.
Okay.
It was just a quick stop.
Yeah, it was just kind of a quick stop, and but fascinating place. I'd love to go back.
Yeah, nice town.
Yeah.
Nice. Sleepy Hollow is very cute.
Yeah.
Very nice. The cemetery is
Huge cemetery.
huge. And then that guy. This is the most incredible thing of our whole trip.
It said 200 something children.
You know, there are soldiers from the Revolutionary War here. And like the tombstones are grown into the trees and stuff like
wow.
that. It's so cool. And you were reading the headstones and stuff like that. And me and Whitney kind of met up at some point in our travels. And I said, Whitney, look at this. Am I reading it right? And it said that this guy had 240 children. 240. Even if he had 24 or 40. But they said on his headstone, it says 240 children.
I'll bet it was hard to get any child support out of him.
Amen. 240. We do have a picture of that. I know.
Yeah, we got a picture of that one.
But yeah, it was really cool. All those. I've never seen a headstone from somebody in the Revolutionary War.
Okay.
And Whitney said the most profound thing she's ever said in her life. She said,
Oh, thank you.
I said, you're welcome. She said, I said, oh my God, these people, I said, they died for our country. And she said, no, they died for the idea of our country. And I thought that was so profound.
Yeah, I won't argue that one. I don't want to get political, but I'll agree
But
with
that
her
was a
on
big
that.
deal. They died for the idea of what the United States could be.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool, but yeah, the headstones growing and trees growing around them. And then we went to the Daniel Webster house,
The what now?
No.
the Anna Green Gables.
Oh, okay.
The House of Seven Gables. That was in Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salem was cool. Salem was
Sounds
cool.
like it.
I mean, these houses are like from the 1600s. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, what else did we do there?
We
Gettysburg.
we did that
What?
same day. We did
The Warren
Sleepy
Cemetery.
Hollow. We went to the Warrens.
Yeah.
We went to visit Ed and Lorraine Warren.
New York, Connecticut.
That was Connecticut.
Now, when was this?
This was
2019.
August 2019.
I just had a discussion with another guest. Didn't Zach Bagan buy the museum and move it to Las Vegas?
What?
Ed and Lorraine's.
He bought it?
Well, that's what I'd heard, but the guest I had the other night said that she didn't think so. She thought it was still there. I'd heard he'd bought
another
it.
museum. I know he created his own museum in Vegas or outside of it.
I haven't heard that one.
No,
Okay.
please don't say that's true.
Okay, in the last week, you're the second group, not counting me, who does not much care for Zach Bacon.
No, it's just
I've started back watching Ghost Adventures, but I always like
stuff too much.
I always liked the beginning, the history part, and not their investigating part.
I tried to watch it, and they were running away from the stuff I was running into.
Oh yeah, Jeff Belanger. Yeah, I don't know is he still doing it.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
a wonderful guy. You should get on your show sometime.
Oh, he's way above my show, I think. He used to be a regular on Coast to Coast.
That's not. He's an awesome guy, though.
Yeah, he had a museum here in North Carolina, in Asheville, but he closed it down about a year ago before I could get to it. So last I heard out of him, he was down in Puerto Rico looking for the chupacabra or something.
Oh, shut up. Really?
So, okay, what have you guys...
What?
I was going to say, what have you all been doing there in the Detroit area? Have you done much there?
We got the Eloise Asylum. That's our biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing?
Yeah.
Tell us about that place. I'm not familiar with it.
That place. I love that place.
If you go in that place, you will
Guaranteed.
never, ever walk away disappointed.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to be a believer when you go in, but when you come out, it's at least going to make you say, huh.
Yeah.
Well, what did you experience there, and what's some of the history of the place?
We used, well, for 2 seasons, we did the haunted tours there.
Okay.
At the time. They were just starting out then. And, oh, God. So we were there quite a lot. So we got quite a lot of things.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I mean, this is over. We were there every weekend for 5 or 6 weekends in a row, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. And for hours. And so sometimes maybe you didn't even pay attention because
but just the sheer amount of different experiences,
which was very cool. And not just that, the experiences that people on the tour I thought was fascinating to me. Like that one time I gave the guy the dowsing rods, and I don't know who or what that was in that room with that phone booth.
the intake.
Yeah, the intake room. And that was just such a, that's one of my favorite nights there, is that.
I think my first night there was my favorite when we were we were on the 5th floor, and we were in one of the surgical rooms, and just the group that we had
with
when we
Renee.
were having Ovulus and the spirit box
At the
working
same
together
time.
at the same time, saying the same answers. Like, we asked how many spirits, and through the spirit box and the Ovulus, we got like 7. And then we would ask, how did you die? And stabbed.
That might be the same. Was that when Katrina went with us?
I don't remember.
Because Jason
But
came
that
up
was
to
the
our
first night
floor.
I remember doing.
Came to our floor, and it was Katrina and I, and he came up because we didn't have anything, so we had our.
Well,
little
no,
stuff.
you and
We brought all
Katrina, I
kinds
think
of
that was a
stuff.
different night because they had to split us because another group couldn't go.
Those lights were just going like crazy, and I'll never forget. Then they kind of stopped. Then we were all leaving to take a break, and I'll never forget that. We turned every single light on that table, and every device was lit up. That was nuts. And there's no electricity in this building. There's nothing that would be causing this. That was astounding.
So yeah, we've had.
We've all been
smelled
touched.
things.
Smell.
All been touched. I had a walkie-talkie earpiece
Earbud,
out of my
Oh yeah,
ear.
me and Aunt Shirley were standing right there when it happened.
We had, like I said, everyone's been touched. We heard the footsteps that night. We heard 3-4 footsteps going across
Like
the
high
hall. That would have
heels.
been high heels of going across the hall.
Bangs.
We've heard bangs. You have a doorknob turning on camera. I've seen
Oh, wow.
I came up the corner and watched a door close on its own. All kinds of stuff. Like every single time we're there.
Shadow person.
Yeah, we got a shadow person on the porch.
Oh, yeah.
There's a spirit named Steven who allegedly likes redheads. So over the spirit box, I get my name called all the time.
And we ask if we're talking to Steven, and
He says yes. He told me he loved me.
Yep. It's Whitney.
So funny there because you can't. And the thing is, you might feel creeped out because you're experiencing things that you can't see, but you don't ever feel scared, like terrified. You don't feel threatened in any way in that place.
I've gotten scared in there.
I've gotten scared, but you don't feel threatened.
I don't threatened like at Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was terrifying.
Okay, let's jet back here because I've been to Bobby Mackey's. I investigated that many years ago.
Okay.
And now it's gone. What did you experience there?
Well, do we want to? I guess I can kind of go with the night before. We went to do the honky tonk thing. We wanted to do the whole experience.
Yeah, we wanted to see what it was like while everybody's there.
Well, then talk to people
and
about
talk to everybody.
Customers.
Because everybody, as soon as they found out we were paranormal investigators, they're running up to our table. They had stories, they had pictures, they had everything.
Oh, it's crazy.
So we hadn't gone in yet. We're just in the parking lot, just kind of shooting the shit
before we even got in.
And I saw what like a firefly flash, just like one single firefly flash, but it was still. It was like dusky, but it was still a little early.
More light than dark.
So I just kind of watched for a couple of minutes and I didn't see it again. So I told everyone like, hey, I saw like a firefly flash, but I just saw just one and I haven't seen it again. I've been watching and it hasn't happened again. And the entire time we were there, we never saw any other fireflies.
No.
When we were going through the tour the next night with our guide, we were in the basement and she mentioned how they had seen like a firefly flash. And it was just once.
Oh my God.
And it never happened again. And then, yeah, just kind of all kinds of different stuff. But I did that part.
Down that hall that night. And we saw it, but it was a different color, remember? But everybody I know at Bobby Mackey's is all about the well. And the well, I'm not saying that I have special abilities, but you don't feel them.
We ended up not going to the basement
we
to
had
actually
so
do
much
an investigation
going
because everything
on
was
upstairs.
happening upstairs. Yeah.
Everything
we never made it to the basement.
No. I mean, you only have X amount of time.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go?
Yeah, we were we were initially at one point, we were going to take a break and we were going to go to the car to get waters.
Yeah.
I stopped everyone because I heard a yell. And I said, did you guys hear that? And Carol and Cassie both said, no, they didn't hear that. But Kathy yelled out, hello. And from the men's room, there was a second yell in response to Cassie.
In response to Cassie, and we were standing right there, the three of us. And it was like Whitney heard what she heard, but then we heard, and we looked outside. There was no one outside.
We texted the guides, and she was waiting
Oh, yeah, there was a lady
outside.
that wait. You know the lady that waited, or the people that wait outside for you while you're in there.
And I said, you know, is anyone out walking around, or did you hear anyone yell or anything like that? And she said, no,
It was nuts.
it was nothing.
And it was
Okay.
loud. It was loud.
But we had a few different things. We kind of got told to, get out in
Oh, the stage.
pretty bad
We
terms.
kept with the stage. The stage was weird. Like they had those two
Yeah.
cubbies.
Yeah, the two cubbies on
Mhm.
the side of the stage. Everybody just was drawn to that.
Which was
We
really
never
weird.
saw anything there. But
Everyone was so
everybody was-
irritable too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to go. My sister came up to me, Carol, at one point, and I'm just sitting there writing, taking notes.
Mhm.
I'm not doing anything. And she's like, Gina, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, no, you're not. She's like, I'm like, what? What's the matter?
What?
And she's like, you're like, got some attitude. And I don't remember ever having an attitude. I'm just sitting there writing.
Uh-huh.
What do I got an attitude about?
And it was
And
different than when we usually have this conversation. It was different. And so I actually grabbed her. I said, let's go outside, have a cigarette. And because I never saw, it's my sister. I've
Her
known
get
her a
irritable
minute.
like that.
Yeah, it wasn't her normal attitude change.
Okay.
It's not, it wasn't her normal. I'm mad at you guys. You guys are stupid. No, but it was crazy because I'd never seen that happen. And that unnerved me.
Okay.
I was like, okay, something can do that to you here. But then that whole thing later, when
Your
it
turn to
was
tell a story.
the knock,
Yep.
and you were sitting
over
there, you
in
heard it.
over in
That
the area where the
Exorcism.
exorcism took
Was-
place.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we were over there and we were getting good communication with the spirit box.
With our stuff. Yeah.
And then it said on the spirit box, what did it say? Behind you.
Something.
And then all of
At
a
the
sudden
same-
there's a knock right behind Carol.
So I was on Janet's lap in 2.2 seconds. That was scary
Yeah.
though. That was because it was like behind you and then stop it. Stop it. That's
Yep,
me.
she got up and she didn't go far, but yeah, she jumped a mile.
I did jump miles, but then things hit. We were separated into 3 groups at that point. So we
Okay.
had a couple extra people with us. So everything, we had the knock, but everybody else had something else happen at the same time
Yeah.
Okay.
that made everybody kind of uneasy at the same time, which was weird.
Yeah. And then we brought
Okay.
a psychic with us. And yeah, at the same time, you can hear her in the background because we're videoing, what we were doing. But you hear her in the background, that there's something,
You hear,
well, she's telling Cassie, don't
commotion.
move, don't move.
don't move, don't move.
There's
Stay here,
something
stay here.
dark behind you. I'm trying to hold it back and all this other stuff. And you can kind of hear it on our video.
Yeah, it was
going
just
on
a
over
lot
there.
at once.
And then
Okay.
Cassie just
Bolted.
bolted out of the building. She's like, No, don't tell me there's something dark behind me. And
That's right. And so then we
I had to get
had
my
just heard
iron.
that.
Yeah.
It was serious. Something was going on now. I don't know what, but we left.
Things weren't working.
Our equipment
Yeah.
wasn't working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your wind up, even your wind up thing.
I have like an emergency radio for the car. It has a flashlight and everything, weather band, all that stuff. And you can use batteries, you can charge it, you can use solar, and you can wind it.
Okay.
Even with winding,
It wouldn't work.
batteries, it wasn't turning on at all.
And winding should work.
but the next day after we left, of course it was.
Right.
We checked it out when we got back to the hotel, and it was working.
Which we still had a problem when we got back to the hotel that night.
Oh,
Okay, hold that story because I got to step off and do a couple of commercials. When I come back, want to hear the story about the hotel
Okay.
because it sounds like you all had quite a night there.
We did at Bobby Mackey's, yeah.
All right. Well, I want to hear more about it. So hold on. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay, at the time I was at Bobby Mackey's, it was mostly the gangsters we were dealing with. And it was an interesting night, that's for sure, but nothing like this. And I did spend some time at this well, and we got absolutely nothing at the well. But upstairs where the gangsters hung out and played cards, that was a crazy place. I'm really sorry to see it go. And speaking of see it go, we need to show you a couple of these commercials, and when they go, I'll be right back. So hold on.
Tickets are now on sale for Rebels of Disclosure 2025, May 12th through the 15th in Grafton, Illinois at the beautiful Pierre Marquette Lodge and Conference Center. This will be a 4-day event with 12 speakers covering topics such as ET contact, experiencer testimonies, lost history, secret space programs, time travel, Illuminati, parallel realities, and so much more. Visit journeytotruth.online for more details.
The Onyx Network presents a health and wellness spiritually based brand of hemp-derived CBD products made by Hopewell Farm in Harrogate, Tennessee. We apply our Cathara energy work with all of our plants and products. Our products made in small batches with only 2 ingredients of pure hemp, full spectrum crude oil, and coconut-derived MCT oil. Third-party lab tested for potency and legal THC levels with 6 strengths of 1 ounce oil to choose from. Know what you're buying and get what you pay for from Hopewell Farm. Applied directly to a specific area, Hopewell Farm topical salve in 1 ounce and ½ ounce sizes made with pure hemp crude oil, comfrey extract, and all natural ingredients. Find the Hopewell Farm link and coupon code on the Onyx Network website at onyxnetwork.com. That's onyxnetwork.com. The Onyx Network classes and workshops are enrolling now for 2025. If you're interested in psychic protection, chakra balancing, dowsing, or perhaps healing with sound and music, visit onyxnetwork.com to see our complete series of live and on-demand classes and workshops hosted by the one and only Margie K. For example, in January 2025, you could spend 4 Saturdays with Margie for her exclusive live remote viewing workshop. Margie K is one of the most accomplished remote viewers in the world, and she will share her secrets and totally unique methods in this course. Some courses are open now. Seating is limited for these live courses, so register now at onyxnetwork.com. Onyx members use promo code XMEM for an additional 15% discount.
All right, friends, don't forget to join the Onyx Network because there's so much going on with that group, with my group. I mean, I'm part of it also, like you, but there is so much you get out of it. There's the magazine. It comes to you monthly if you're a member by email, or you can get it in print, and I do both. There is the Onyx magazine has stories from some of the best writers. Some of them I've even got stories in, so can enjoy that if you will. There's a blog and a newsletter. And let me tell you guys, the blog's been going crazy. If you want to keep up with the paranormal, that's how you do it. We've got Mothman been sighted everywhere. He was over the Missouri River. He was trying to get into a hotel room in Las Vegas, way up high through the outside. And, Mothman, UFOs, cryptids, conspiracy. I do a lot of conspiracy stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on. You're missing out. Get on the UNX network and join up. You won't regret it. And let's get back to this group because they really got a lot of stories and a lot of joy in telling them. So let's get back to them and let them tell us some more. Okay,
joy. I like that.
You guys were at Bobby Mackey's. You went to the hotel. What happened?
First, I had to run to the bathroom.
Well, we were all outside most of the night.
Because it was nice out. It was warm.
It was summertime, yeah. And we're smokers too, so we're outside just chilling and smoking and talking about everything that happened. And then Whitney went to the bathroom.
So I went up to the room to go to the bathroom, and I was in the bathroom doing bathroom things. And I thought I heard Cassie come in, like through the door. So I assumed everyone had come up. I finished and I go out. Exactly. Like I heard Cassie's voice and I came out and no one was in the room. So I go back downstairs and they're all still outside smoking. So I let them know. Being gross.
Don't be judgy.
Smoking. Like, you guys didn't come up, did you? No one came up. And they're, no. Like, I swear it was Cassie.
Okay.
I've known this my entire life. I think I know her voice. And then later on through the night, everyone eventually would go to bed. And me and my mom are sharing a bed.
Mm-hmm.
And what woke me up was it sounded like running in the room.
Well,
and you know, well,
before that.
I'm telling the story.
Okay.
Because you claim you didn't even hear the first one.
And
Yeah, this is story, Janet.
So what woke me up, it sounded like running in the room. And you know when someone's running in the room, a room you're in, you can almost feel it.
Sure.
And that's what it felt like something was... She claims she feels like it was running away. I felt more like it was running towards us.
Well, I got woken up to it.
But you didn't do the second. You did the second one, so maybe it was running towards.
But yeah, in that time of hearing that running, I wasn't falling back asleep, and we could hear just knocks happening all around the room. And my mom said she was hearing the knocking, so that was what was waking her up.
Okay.
And then the running happened again. We're on the top floor, so no one's above us.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't feel it.
No.
You know, if it was below
the feeling if it's out in the in the room we had there, even if they were running down the hallway, there was like a living area.
Yeah.
Then
Like a
the
suite.
bedroom.
So yeah.
So we weren't near the hallway. Sound asleep. And I wouldn't have heard that.
Okay.
Not out there.
Here, out of all this, the
And then you
serious
could
part.
feel the thumping in the room.
No, I slept through all of this.
Yeah, well, Carol
And
sleeps
Cassie
through
was
everything.
down for breakfast. Was she there?
Cassie was in the room with us. You were on the couch, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Yes.
Yeah, Cassie was in there, but she didn't hear any of it.
So I don't know. I want to go back to the hotel too.
I know. And we were talking to the employees.
We started, we salted and holy watered the hotel room before we left.
Whitney saved the shit out of everything.
I'm not the skeptic.
Oh
but
my
I'm
God.
No, I'm
She's
usually
a
the more...
skeptic believer.
Okay.
Because Cassie's always thinks everything's an orb, everything's a spirit, and I'm like, that's not...
Yeah.
But here, I got scared at Bobby Mackey's when I looked at Whitney and she had that panicked look in her eye. I'm like, Uh-oh.
Yeah, she was ready to go, and that
Okay.
was
And
that's
what caused the
Really, I
panic?
scared everything.
Well,
Oh,
it's
okay.
more so
He's trying to
because
odd.
Okay, yes, sir.
I
sorry.
was asking what caused the panic to Whitney.
Well, it was our psychic Carrie and Cassie and the situation with Cassie book
And then
Okay.
and all of the stuff that just all happened all at once. I was the one, I kind of did it as a gift to the group. And like, just because usually my mom's the one that sets everything up. I did it
Okay.
as a gift to the group, and I kind of already came into it knowing the reputation of the place.
hmm
So if, someone's freaking out, they're saying there's a dark thing on them, I'm like,
We'll just go.
oh, Carrie
There was
said,
almost time anyway.
no.
Carrie said we were being told to get out. She was being told we have to get out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, that too. But Whitney, you don't usually pay attention to what anybody says.
With that
No, but
reputation.
you got.
Here
It
we
didn't
go.
matter. All I looked at your big, beautiful blue eyes, and I said, "Oh, time to go. Got to get out of here." And then that already happened to your mom, where she had that complete change. It was just a culmination of things.
Everything happened like all at once at that one time.
Okay.
Like, yeah, no.
What happened to you?
The best part of the night for me was I was invited by another team, and my wife and I were there with them. We'd worked together before. There was a table, and there was 3 of them and 2 empty chairs, and I was videoing from the back. And they sat down, they dealt out cards to every chair to play poker with the gangsters. They threw it out there, and one of them said, "Ante up," and 4 quarters came out of the change machine on the wall.
Shut up.
And I walked over to see, okay, this has got to be something, they're doing something here. And I got they were real quarters. And then the guys said the machine malfunctioned or something. And I said, guys, the machine's not plugged in. And I was holding the cord, which was laying over the top of the change machine. I said, guys, I don't think so. So that was
Now,
the
I
big
can't remember, where was the change machine located?
Do you remember when I was there? There was a big fake bull. Remember for the old bull riding?
Yes, right.
Okay, it was just past that on the wall, kind of behind and to the left of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And there was a round table, and 3 of them sat there, left 2 chairs, dealt out 5 hands of cards, because that's what gangsters did, was gamble.
Right.
And when they said, one guy says, "All right, everyone, ante up," the 4 quarters fell out of the change machine that was unplugged.
Wow.
And then we got some EVPs. We got a lot of action downstairs with the gangsters. One of them told us, and we got the recording, he made his bones, which was gangster talk he got up high in the organization by killing people.
Wow.
And the one guy said, "Well, how many people did you kill?" And we got 15 or 20. That's the way he said it. 15, thought for a second, or 20. So
Now, see, that's the vibe I got when you heard that voice in the bathroom, and then Cassie said, that's what I got. I didn't get the vibe of that person that they said was beat up in the bathroom or whatever. Yeah.
Fight.
I didn't get that. I got more of a bad guy vibe from that.
A goon.
Yeah, like a goon.
Yeah. Good word. Yes. That's what
Yeah.
we dealt with more than anything else. We never found any female spirits, just gangsters. And they were wanting to play poker and brag. Like,
now, here's the thing that's interesting is when we were there, I don't know about you guys, but me, I never felt like there was a female presence there, ever.
No, I didn't either.
The sensitives with us said the same thing. Now,
Like everything felt male.
Mm-hmm.
there was a guy there who was supposedly, according to what the sensitive said, killed because he was hitting on some owner's daughter.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the daughter wasn't there that we could find.
Yeah, we didn't get her either. That
Yeah.
Johanna
or
Yeah,
Pearl.
that's right. Yeah.
Pearl. I didn't get. Yeah, we didn't feel that either. Because I don't know, you ghost hunt, and I don't know how you do, but how long have you been doing this?
1980.
Wow, you've been doing it a long time.
1979 when I got my driver's license. That's when I started.
Holy crap, good for you. But I had experiences then, but we didn't do this properly. But so do you base, I know we do, we base a lot more on our feelings, because that's what you got to listen to. That's what you got to feel. That's what you got to listen to, is what you're feeling, what you're experiencing.
Sure.
Because is that what you do? Do you feel things?
The only feeling I ever get is a tingle right in the back of my neck when one's close to me. That's all.
I got a yarmulke. I swear to God, it's right there where you would wear a yarmulke.
Okay, well, mine's back here, but I work with some very good sensitives, and they've done some amazing work, and I listen to them.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not sensitive at all, and my wife will verify I have absolutely no sensitivity.
You're getting a feeling.
That is all I get. So I know when one's close, but who it is and what they're doing, I have no idea.
Right, and Bobby Mackey's. I've seen ours.
Get mocked at him, not us.
Well,
Yep.
here's
another
little
thing.
something.
We talk about going places and investigating places, and my sister lives in a crazy place. My sister, we have investigated each other's houses.
Okay.
My house has nothing. I mean, maybe a little bit of something, but nothing really. I think it's just
Passes through.
people that we know.
Okay.
But my sister's house is flipping crazy. Now she does live. Oh my God, we didn't tell them about Bath Township.
No, we didn't.
We'll get there.
I'll finish the story.
Oh, okay. My sister, this was 1980, the plane crash.
Oh,
87.
87.
87.
It was the year.
There was a plane crash in Romulus, Michigan, and everyone on the plane died. It was taking off from Metro Airport, and right after takeoff, it hit their tires, hit a building.
Ooh,
And they crashed, and everyone on that plane died except one 4-year-old little girl. And that's right by my sister's house, which is nestled between that and Eloise, like probably the same distance to each.
I'm less than a mile from
Okay.
Eloise.
And actually, my sister's house used to be part of Eloise's property.
All right.
The farmland. for
Because it
Eloise.
used to be just a self-sufficient facility. They had their own slaughterhouses. They had their own farm areas. They
There were 77 buildings.
yeah,
At one
Okay.
point, Eloise was the largest asylum.
in the country, right?
And
And so my sister, I just think lives in I mean,
I back up where I live, backs up against the Ganong Butler Cemetery.
Okay.
That's one of Michigan's most, they say most written about,
right,
and is in the top 10 of most haunted places in Michigan.
right.
Okay.
And then right behind that cemetery is the Eloise Cemetery, where there's over 1,700 bodies buried.
With no, just a number.
Just a number.
And those had even been
You know.
thrown over. People didn't even know they were there.
Yeah, they didn't discover, they forgot about it. It was
Everybody
forgotten
died. They forgot
for
about
a
it.
long time. And they just rediscovered
a
it
few years ago.
like 20 years ago.
Wow.
And then right across the street from that is the the asylum.
So I think that Gannon Cemetery myself, I don't think it's that cemetery. I think it's an Eloise Cemetery.
But yeah, I get some past. I don't think my house is actually
I
haunted.
think where you are.
I think the whole area is
Okay.
haunted. I think I get pass-throughs.
So in the summertime, we kind of go around her neighborhood and ask people if they experience things.
Okay.
They do.
Yeah, because where I live, I have even seen on the haunted sites that. So there's a lot of people in my community that's like, yes, it is haunted.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this one before we, because I'm kind of starting to get close to running out of time, but I wanted to ask you about a picture you sent with a spirit of what I think is a boy. But what's the background before we throw that up here?
Picture.
You know what? We went to the Red Apple and
Just local.
yeah, it
someplace.
was. Carol just had surgery and everything, so we were just looking for something
Small,
for her to do, and
easy.
they claimed there was a haunted room there. So
Okay.
just little and nothing major. So we booked the room for the night.
Uh-huh.
Something easy she could do, so get out and have a good time. I was going around the building taking photos of the outside. That is actually right across the street, right over the railroad tracks. So the railroad track runs right behind the end.
Okay.
And so I didn't discover that until like the next day. I'm looking, and the photo you're showing is actually zoomed in.
Okay.
But the original photo, it is at quite a distance, and you can still see that.
Yeah. That's why she zoomed it in.
So I zoomed into it, you know.
Okay.
And the more I'm zooming in, it is taking the form of a little boy.
Oh, I'm seeing the boy because, and that's what I said to you first thing. I see a boy.
Yep.
Looks
But
like he's got a shirt with it's unbuttoned down to about here if it's a button shirt.
Right.
And there is a face up and to the left.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look
here.
at that.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Like,
and I may be wrong.
Picture
What's that?
up at the top of the frame.
Maybe a foot above his head, maybe 2 feet above his head, and just
Oh,
a
okay.
few inches to the left.
I have to look at it. We were so focused on the boy that we knew was not there. That.
Uh-huh.
but there have been since I've been living in that area,
There's been at
because
least
I just
3.
live right around the corner again from this
My
place.
sister's crazy neighborhood.
Yes. We
Yeah,
got a lot going on.
While you're looking at it,
cemeteries.
when you look at it and look at that face, and then look, do you see a
hit on the railroad track and died
okay?
since I've lived.
You see a white spot on what would be his left arm.
Yeah.
Look just to the right of that. There's a shadow that is human shaped. Right? I'm sure you can't see with the arrows, but yeah. Check that out a little more.
Yeah,
it may be me.
Sure.
Again, I may be wrong. I may be seeing things, but that's what it looks like to me. So it's worth looking into some more.
Very cool. Thanks, though.
Oh, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if not,
you get so focused on what you do see.
Oh yeah.
You neglect to look somewhere else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There is a old cancer hospital in Arkansas, and I'm trying to remember Crescent Hotel. I got a picture of a boy in a door, not a doorway, but a door.
In the door, okay.
Yeah, and he's looking at me, and I saw the boy. It was very plain. I called my wife. She'd come in, and I said, look at what I got here. And she looked at it and said, oh, there's a girl there.
Oh.
And then she pointed it out. Now, I only saw the boy. The men only saw the boy. But every woman I showed it to saw the girl first.
Kidding.
But it was a boy and a girl standing shoulder to shoulder. She was a little taller. the doorknob come right here on the boy's chest. And I found out later from the guy who run the ghost tour that had been the children's ward of the cancer hospital.
Oh, wow.
So, but again, it was odd that I did not see the girl until it was pointed out, and women did not see the boy until it was pointed out.
Isn't it? That's like that dress on Facebook.
Yeah.
The blue and white dress.
Yeah. But yeah, it is weird.
So, have you all got anything good, anything new planned? Someplace you're looking forward to going to?
Actually, we're just been talking lately about doing some things. There's a new place
Yes.
we want to try. It's in,
Okay.
Ohio?
Indiana,
Indiana.
Fort Wayne.
I knew it was one of
Indiana.
those states below us.
All right.
Brand new on the market. They're starting bookings, and I'm like, been a long time since we've done anything new. That
Right.
hasn't been reinvestigated. You know?
Because sometimes
maybe we
then you
can try
get
to
so
get in there.
polluted, you almost expect to see something.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what we try to look for. Like, there's been times when we've been driving and it's like, ooh, we should go there. Just like something you see. And if it
Sure.
makes you stop and say, we should go there, maybe you should go there.
Maybe you should. Yeah.
You know?
There was a jail in Indiana that I wanted to go to, and I don't even know if they were open for it. When I drove by, I said, there's something in that place. It just,
We did the 6th precinct here in Detroit. They had the 6th precinct.
okay.
And it was, you know, they had stopped using it at some point, but that place was very active as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, because
Yeah.
the owner died and they haven't
Okay.
bashed out.
thing.
They said they're going to reopen, but
I hope so, because that really was an active place.
yes.
Now, is there one place you all want to go to so bad you can taste it?
There's a million.
I want to do the White House.
Okay.
I would love to do the White House.
I was thinking Amityville or
Sure.
what's that?
Winchester Mansion would be great too.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do
But
that.
there's so many so
I
close.
know.
Yeah.
Where's Zach's thing?
Juliet.
Joliet.
Oh,
Joliet
Joliet.
prison.
Prison?
Yeah. Oh, Chicago, outside of Chicago, I think.
Yeah. Have you
That
been
would
there?
be a good place. No, I've been to the Missouri State Penitentiary, the Ohio State Reformatory, and 2 or 3 county jails.
Yeah, I'd like to do that one.
Yeah, we keep talking about the Ohio State and we just haven't made it
We haven't made it yet.
yet.
Maybe this is the
It's
year.
hard to get a reservation there.
It is.
We were
It's very
talking-
busy.
Here's something I gotta tell you that's probably on my bucket list. Is I
Okay.
don't know if you know what Boblo Island was.
Oh, yeah.
Boblo Island used to be for like 100 years. It was
Mm-hmm.
an amusement park. You'd get on these old steamer boats, and you
Okay.
take like an hour and a half trip to this island, which was full of amusement rides.
Okay.
And then you go like for the whole day. There's picnic areas or blah blah blah. And then you drive the out. It was a great day, and it closed in the 80s. And I would love to do that island. I would love to do that island.
Okay.
They built condos on it now and stuff. I don't know why I feel the pull to do that island. That sounds absolutely amazing to me. I
Okay.
would love. They have a lot of the old buildings are still there. The rides are all gone,
Yeah.
but I think so many people. I think it was such an emotional place.
Sure.
Sadness is always emotional, but happiness is just as emotional.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And where are you happier than at an amusement park?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, there is one in West Virginia that shouldn't be that long a trip from you all.
Yes.
And I've interviewed 3 or 4 people who's been there, and the videos they've showed me was stunning.
It is, yes.
It's not.
Because I think that leaves an imprint. And God knows, in 100 years, there were probably
They had some
plenty of people that died at
Yeah.
Pablo.
Well,
Yeah.
For spirits that go back to someplace that they remember fondly.
the ground is the site of an Indian massacre, and they killed some children, white children and family. So yeah, the ground's pretty wild. They said that's why the amusement parks tried twice and couldn't keep going.
Well, and I think this place has to have some history besides Pablo because it is between Canada and Michigan.
Okay.
And
Indian territory.
Indian territory, absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely. Not to mention during the, when they were trying to establish the trade, you had the French and the English, just all that. We got a lot of French here in Detroit, the French and the English fighting. And I think it would be a place that was probably like Belle Isle, I'd like to investigate.
Okay.
That's right down the street, pretty much.
Well, when you all get all this done or get a few of these, call me and I will get you back here and show some more evidence.
Hey, where are you at?
Now I'm in North Carolina. I retired and moved here. What's that?
Okay, so what do you recommend in North Carolina?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I can't. I haven't done enough here. I've only been here 3 years, but Missouri State Penitentiary was amazing. The Fox Theater, when you can get into it, I had the most amazing adventures there. I got video that would knock your socks off from that.
Oh, I've read about that Fox Theater. Yes.
It's pretty incredible. And
I wonder if our Fox Theater, though.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. So
yes, it's another one that's been restored. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's old, and I bet you there's stuff there.
Ladies, this has been a blast, but I am out of time, so I'm going to have to cut loose. But thanks for coming on. PPI, that is Phenomena Paranormal. And we'll talk at you again soon. Let me know if you get some more you want to talk about, okay?
All right. Thanks, Dan. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming on. Have a great night.
Bye.
Wow, friends, like I said, that was one of the most spirited conversations I've had in a long time. It's great to be around folks and to talk to folks who still love the ghost hunt. God knows I do when I get to go. Hit that court building about 4 months ago. Another team invited me in on and had some amazing stuff. You get so excited. And they still have that excitement. So many of the people you've seen me bring on here are very stoic and very professional and very have some fun, man. This is a fun hobby. But anyway, remember, joining up the UNX Network, you get the magazines, you get the blog, you get the newsletter, a lot of stuff going on. We've got the XCon. We're going to be doing it again. And this time we're going to do it virtually like we did the first year during COVID. We've done it live twice, but it's just too expensive for most folks to make the trip down. So this time we're going to try it virtually one more time. I think the key on this one's going to be conspiracies. Y'all get on, enjoy it. Join the UNX Network and have some fun. Keep an eye on PPI. I think we're going to be hearing more from them, I have no doubt. And I think the most important thing I can ask of you all is to stay spooked. Good night.